Hey guys, Joe here. Instead of feeling sorry for myself, I decided to document my struggle with cancer in hopes of helping someone else. Join me in conquering this disease, and together we will build a brand new you. Remember, there is hope. It's not the end. Hey guys, Joe here. So in the very beginning of this whole thing, I made a couple videos that were kind of, I was really dealing with just being like mind blown that I had a mass in my chest. So I made a couple ranty kind of videos that I'm kind of embarrassed of. I'll post them up. They'll be in the playlist, but it's 10 months later now. What I'm doing is kind of trying to go back and backtrack and retell my story. Excuse me. So I was just thinking about like the first experience that I had, and let me explain this. So last year, right now it's we're sitting in June, end of June, and mid-June, and last year about September, I started getting a cough, and so I started to feel like, okay, I got bronchitis, it's going into fall, whatever, I'm gonna wait this out for a while. I waited out. Finally, a month and a half or something goes by. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get some antibiotics. I get some Z-Max from urgent care and take that. Nothing, no results. All right, so I'm like, all right, well, I wait another month and a half, and I'm finally like, all right, I gotta go to the real doctor. So I get an appointment. I go see the real doctor, the family doctor, Kamer, and I think maybe he's gonna give me some stronger antibiotics or whatever. Turns out he's like, oh, let's get a chest x-ray and just see what's going on. And so I go down to x-ray, do a little lab work, go down to x-ray, and I could tell that the dudes in the x-ray department were kind of spooked. And I was like, Suddenly they wanted to walk me back up to the doctor's office. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I get up there, the doctor's spooked. He's like, whoa, man, this is bad. You got a mass in your chest that was spanning, a good portion of my left side. 14 centimeters it turned out to be. So he's like, I want you to go get a CT scan and, kind of confirm this. So I did that. I went and got a CT scan. Then they wanted to order the biopsy. And quite honestly, guys, this is where excuse me, I got some phlegm that I really would like to get rid of. This is kind of where point where I was like, oh man, I had been studying all this natural cures kind of cancer treatment stuff, and I'm thinking I'm going off on my own. I'm eating cannabis oil. I'm gonna eat healthy, change my diet, cut the sugar out, get the acid down, all that stuff, and I'm gonna get rid of this. And I go and I try to do that. I set off on that journey and I did so many things, and I'm gonna make individual videos of just all the different stuff I did. I did the Dr. Sabi herbal protocol as best I could. I was doing intermittent fasting. I was just cutting it down to, trying to eat the whole food plant-based diet, cannabis oil, making it myself, which I bought too strong of a strain, and I couldn't take enough of it. So really what happened was I sort of failed at every turn of doing the natural route. Essential oils and herbs and supplements and foods and ginger and turmeric and you name it. I tried everything. I was doing it all. And I did just a bunch of other stuff too that I'll get into later. But nothing really seemed to work. I did have some results that seemed somewhat favorable. But in the end, when it swung around here to May, the end of May, I've been dealing with this now with the doctors for about a month. Sorry about that. Just gotta do it, man. Maybe he'll be doing it. I don't know. I'll edit that out. Anyways, so it's about May, and I can't breathe, bro. I can't go up the stairs. I feel like a 90-year-old man. And so I finally, after some time, and this is getting bad, and I'm like, I can't breathe. My heart rate's cruising. My mom brought over her heart rate monitor. My heart rate is in the hundreds regularly, and I can't breathe. So I'm like, finally I break down. I'm going to the hospital. I'm gonna do it all. I'm done being afraid. The bottom line of this here is I was afraid. I was afraid of getting that biopsy. And I was afraid of getting the news, the result. I was afraid of the experience. I was afraid of the doctors. I've been afraid of it my whole life. And I watched people sick. My mom's boyfriend, the Bruce Lasniak story, you can watch that. I watched him sick. It's in my playlist. And it really was time. I went in and I was done being afraid. And I was like, I gotta get out, man. I can't breathe in my heart. I got a baby on the way. I got a teenage daughter that needs me, that lives with me. And so I go in. They do the same stuff, the scans and everything, and same results. There's that 14 centimeter mass. Thing got thicker. It's imposing on my lungs, squeezing my heart, squeezing my esophagus. It's all the classic signs of lymphoma. So they do some biopsies. First round doesn't turn out. Go back, do another round of biopsy, and they get a good core sample this time. But I want to share with you on these different procedures, because don't be afraid of them, man. It's like the dentist or something, You get that initial first shot where they're gonna, give you like a local anesthetic or anesthetic, numb that area, and then after that you don't feel anything. So all this while I was afraid of all this stuff, like a little puss, and it turns out I shouldn't have been. I should have went and did this stuff already. I just wanted to share that with you. So don't be afraid of these procedures, man. Just go in there and be strong and get these things taken care of, get these things done before I'm blessed by the Father. I don't know what the reason is, but this lymphoma didn't spread all around. It's just localized here in my chest, so we're not doing too bad with that. But get in there, get the stuff done. I get the core samples. They drain my fluid out of my lungs. I feel better. I got a bunch of relief. Got some prednisone early on that helped me breathe and get a few nights better rest and whatnot. But the bottom line is ultimately the diagnosis came, and it was large cell B lymphoma, and we got to do something about this, So that's kind of my journey, and I can get into a little bit more about the natural remedies and stuff. I'm not saying they wouldn't work for you, but the naturopath I see has a good point. She says it's patient compliance. It's are you actually going to do these things strict to a good enough standard, to a high enough level where it's gonna work. So we'll discuss this more, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom here. So guys, we'll talk to you a little bit later, and have a good one.